rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green, green. Go big, green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. Go big, green. Go big, green. Go big, green. O-M-O-U-G-E-G-R-S. Condict's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean. Roughers forever, go big, green. There is only one roughers. Forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog, and the village will carry us through. Go big, green. Go big, green. Rougher village. Act the dog. Weapons on the field. Rougher dog. Where's the home of rougher pride? Rougher village. Clear white, we stand as one. Must Okie strong till the game is won. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites. The village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condict leads, we answer the call. The rougher dogs will give their all. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. Go big, green. 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 There is only one roughers, forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog, and the village will carry us through. Go big, green. Go big, green. Rougher village. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride.
Yo, where we at?
Rougher village, who runs the field? Rougher.
Rougher village, hands up, rougher dog. Rougher dog.
Where's the home of rougher pride? Rougher village.
Like the stand is one. Must Okie strong till the game is won.
Friday night lights, the crowd ignites. The village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condict leads, we answer the call. The rougher dogs will give their all. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites. The village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condict leads, we answer the call. The rougher dogs will give their all. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go big, green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one roughers, the name that will never fall.
than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go Big Green. Roughers, Condict's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean, roughers forever, go Big Green. Final Ughers, Condict's crew, we're the best. Village true, proud and mean, roughers forever, go Big Green. Final
The toughest on the field, rough and dog. Where's the home of rougher pride? Rougher village, green and white, we stand as one. Must go G strong till the game is won. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites, the village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condict leads, we answer the call. The rougher dogs will give their all. There is only one Roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go Big Green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one Roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. The Big Green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one Roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Ughers, Condict's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean, roughers forever, go Big Green. Oh, Big Green. There is only one Roughers, forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog, and the village will carry us through. Go Big Green, the Big Green. Yo, where we at? Rougher village. Who runs the field? Rougher. Rougher village. Where's the home of rougher pride? Rougher village. Green and white, we stand as one. Must go G strong till the game is won. Friday night lights, the crowd ignites, the village roars, the future's bright. Coach Condict leads, we answer the call. The rougher dogs will give their all.
There is only one Roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We'll rise above them all. Go Big Green. Go Big Green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one Roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We'll rise above them all. Go Big Green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. There is only one Roughers, the name that will never fall. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog. We will rise above them all. Go Big Green, green. Go Big Green. In the rougher village we make our stand. Pride and power across this land. With Condict's fire we can't be denied. Every rougher plays with fearless pride. Go Big Green. Go Big Green. Go Big Green. Ughers, Condict's crew, we're the best. Village strong, proud and mean, roughers forever, go Big Green. There is only one Roughers, forever proud, forever true. There is nothing tougher than a rougher dog, and the village will carry us through. Go Big Green. Go Big Green.
Hello again, everybody. We're live from Runts Barbecue. It's a Tuesday night, and it's that time again to talk all things green and white and Muskogee Refer football on the Muskogee Refer Football Coaches Show from Runts Barbecue in Muskogee and Dale Condict. How time has flown by so fast. It seems like yesterday we were talking about the season opener, and now we're talking about playoffs.
Yeah, here we are.
We're talking about playoffs.
Already 10 games in, and you know, a lot of teams are done. And fortunately, we're playing on Friday night, Refer Village playoff game, and excited to be going.
You know, it's an entirely different feeling when you're getting ready for the playoffs. Doesn't matter who you play in the playoffs. You have to realize that coaches and players alike, and fans as well, that it's winner take all.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I like most about it is the drama that can unfold, the finality of, you know, whoever wins gets to keep playing. Everybody else, you're done. It's over, just like that. And so, you know, a lot of the teams that finished last week kind of knew that their season was going to end, but now it's, you know, week to week on who gets to move on.
A good showing by the Ruffers last Friday night in senior night at Refer Village. A good crowd on hand. A perfect night for high school football, and the results were just as good.
Yeah, the weather was perfect. I said that going out early, I thought, especially early in the game, offensively, it was one of the better nights we've had. I thought quarterback Cason Delgado had possibly his best game with 343 yards passing, 5 touchdowns.
And ran for one.
And he ran for another one. So 6 total touchdowns in one night. And then Keanu Nunu James had a best game of his career, 6 catches, 153 yards, 3 touchdowns.
And I believe they also called one back.
Well, he had 5 touchdowns. 2 were called back, a receiving touchdown and a kick return, which was shouldn't have been called back. But it was. So great night by him. And of course, Jamie Beasley continues to dazzle us with catches and touchdowns, and he had another big night. So, we had a lot of big plays. The young Delgado played great at corner.
Yeah, how about that? Younger brother gets the pick, pitches the ball to his brother, and then a couple plays later, 6 points.
Yeah, it's great to see your freshman that's developing as quickly as he has, and had his first interception of his career.
There were a lot of guys that got on the field last Friday night. Almost anybody that was in a Rougher uniform suited up for the game got at least a down or two, and some made some pretty good contact. Some of those younger guys had some pretty ferocious hits.
Yeah, we had a couple of guys that were up for the Big Stick Award of the week. Little Puckett, that linebacker, came up and made a big tackle, and then Deontre Dean also.
Boy, that was
I don't know if he did that on purpose or not, but it happened, man. It was a great hit. Came up there real quick. But, those guys, we see that in practice. We've seen those guys make some plays like that in practice.
How important was it? I mean, you knew going into last Friday night who you were going to play in the first round, or where you were going to play in the first round of the playoffs at home. You didn't know who you were going to play because a lot of things changed over on the west side. But you knew you were going in as the 3 seed. You knew you would have the home field advantage. But how important was it to go into the postseason on a winning note?
I think it's very important. And we had a challenging week coming off the loss that we had to Sapulpa. It was, that was a rough night. One of the rougher ones that I've had in my career. And I think we probably had some players that would say the same thing. And, I've never had a season championship or otherwise that you don't have challenges. There's always going to be struggle, and how you deal with that often determines how the end result is. So
that's the reason why they say iron sharpens iron, because you certainly were thrown into the fire, not only with Sapulpa but the preceding week with Sand Springs. Now you got to put all the pieces back together, put Humpty up on the wall, and everything seemed to fit together perfectly.
Yeah, and that's this time of year you need to bring out your best performances. We've seen at times that we can be really good, and even for stretches of a couple quarters or 3. But now it's that time of year where you got to put four full quarters together, and understand that mistakes are magnified, turnovers are magnified. Got to take care of the ball. You got
penalties are magnified.
Bad penalty, pre-snap, post-snap. Bad penalties. All those things. Kicking game. Give up an onside or miss a PAT. All those things can. You can. As long as I've done this, which is a long time, I can go through games and tell you that. A PAT was the difference in us winning a state championship one year.
Missed field goal was the difference in a goal ball last year for the Ruffers, too.
and those things, boy, they don't easily go out of your mind. So, there's a lot of drama that's about to unfold for a lot of schools the next 4 or 5 weeks.
There were a lot of questions being asked earlier in the week, too, about the field goal from Zebulon ball along 44 yards. I mean, that had plenty of leg to it when it crossed the bar. What was the record? We found out what is the longest record.
I didn't know.
And it's not 44 yards. I will tell you there's one longer than that. Back in 2010 season, a young sophomore place kicker by the name of Preston Soper. Preston hit a 53-yarder out at Indian Bowl against Tulsa East Central. That just kind of jettisoned his kicking career, because from there on he started off at Missouri, then he ended up at the University of Tulsa where he finished his playing days. So it was good to reach out to Preston and say, hey, remind me how long was that kick and who was the opponent and what year was it? And he sent me back a text message that says 2010, I was a sophomore, and I think it was against Tulsa East Central. Yeah, like he thinks. I guarantee if he didn't know it, his mom and daddy sure did.
I'm saying that record's pretty safe. That's a great kick in high school.
It is.
But, hey, just to, Zebulon is a very talented kicker, and to know that he can do that. We haven't had the opportunity, just hadn't fit to attempt a field goal that far, but now that we know he can hit it, I think it gives us great confidence.
Absolutely.
If that happens again.
Absolutely does. The Ruffers will want all that confidence as they start into the 4-week drive toward another chance to play for the gold ball. That'll all start Friday night out at Ruffer Village when the Muskogee Ruffers entertain the Knights of Northwest Classen, who for the first time in a long time, 1968, getting into the football playoffs. We'll talk more about the opponent for Friday night later on in our show. Going to take our first time out. Coach Condit's going to enjoy a little bit more of the hot links and the onion rings that are smelling really, really good. When we come back, though, we'll talk with the guy who has gone everywhere and then come back home. He started at Haskell. He went away for college. He's come back to Muskogee as a coach. Mark Wheeler will join us in our next segment. We continue live on the Tuesday Night Coaches Show from Runts Barbecue in Muskogee.
Runts Barbecue serves up hand-rubbed, slow-cooked goodness. Anytime you're feeding a few hundred, hey, we're just tailgating with friends. Call the experts, Runts Barbecue. Ribs, brisket, burnt ends, mouth-watering hot link, and smoked chicken, where everything is made from scratch, from the barbecue sauce to the banana pudding. Give us a try, and you won't be disappointed. Runts Barbecue, 918-681-3900. Runts Barbecue, slow-cooked goodness in Muskogee.
In sports, having the right winning strategy is often the difference between winning and losing. The same is true when you need legal representation. For more than 15 years, the law offices of Michael E. Finnerty have successfully provided the winning strategy with excellence and integrity for the people of the Muskogee area in matters of personal injury, Social Security disability, and workers' compensation issues. The law office, Muskogee trusts Michael A. Finnerty, ready to develop a winning strategy. Michael A. Finnerty, 436 Court Street in Muskogee. Call 687-1155. Online at finnertylaw.com.
Pain is temporary, pride is forever. At Excel Therapy, we want to be your athlete's advocate for excellence. We offer treatment methods that focus on strengthening muscles and improving flexibility to improve your overall performance. And when injury sets in, Excel Therapy can aid in the recovery process. We know it's important to get back in the game, so trust the comeback experts, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. With 16 locations and no physician referral required, you can begin healing today. Look for us online at exceltherapyok.com.
Folks, Kyle Edwards, GMC in Muskogee. I was born and raised in Muskogee. Our family has owned the GMC dealership for over 50 years. We take great pride in being in the Muskogee community. Things have changed over the years, but one thing remains the same, our desire to take care of our customers. Looking for a new GMC truck or SUV? We've got them, and you have our commitment to give you the best buying experience around. From sales, parts, or service, we are here for you. You have my promise to give you the best selection, best price, and the most for your trade-in at 1600 North Main in Muskogee or KyleEdwardsGMC.com.
Back to Runts Barbecue on a Tuesday night. Muskogee Ruffer Football Coaches Show. Bill Huddleston along with the head coach of the Muskogee Ruffers, Dale Condict, who's finished his first regular season as the mentor of Ruffer football. But now we're going into that playoff season, and that's when coaches have to really unify, because you have to, as I saw you on Sunday, spend time in the defensive room and then over on the offensive side and making sure all the pieces fit together.
Yeah, the teams that aren't coming together, if you're fading a little bit this time of year, you're going to end up going away. So you're starting to build up some steam in the right direction, and I think we started on that path last Friday, and we need to come out this week come out hot and look sharp and play with a lot of energy and excitement, and we're capable. And I do believe that the people in the room are bought in enough to go make some things happen.
Start fast, finish strong. That'll be the goal for the Ruffers Friday night against the Knights of Northwest Classen in the first round of the 6A2 football playoffs. In our segment each week, we give you a chance to meet another member of the coaching staff. And Dale, when you were putting together the personnel to make up your coaching team, what was it that led you to wanting to have the guy to your left, Mark Whelan, be a part of this journey?
Well, we knew we needed a corners coach, and Coach Whelan, I'd got to know him a little bit by coaching against him when he was at Catoosa, and Coach Norman is also a friend of his, and always felt a good energy. Pre-game, you get to talk to some of these guys, and always got a good feel from Mark in pre-game, his energy, and just felt like a good, positive, upbeat guy. And then Norm said, hey, he's also very knowledgeable, great coach, and so to offset my age, I tried to hire some young guys, too. So, he brings great energy to practice every day.
Well, somebody's got to tilt the scales, because I think Travis is even older than you, right?
No, he looks it, but he's not.
He looks the
only one. The only.
Oh no, Gilly.
Gilly.
Yeah, I was going to say
Gilly's
Coach Gilstrap,
way
obviously, and then of course Coach Craig too.
Oh, he's way older.
Yeah, he's closer to me than to you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Anxious.
Let's talk a little bit about the guy that's to the left of head coach Dale Condict, Mark Whelan. For many of you that do not know the journey for Mark, it actually started at Haskell High School?
Yes, sir.
What year was the graduating class for Mark Whelan at Haskell?
I graduated in 2017.
2017.
Yes, sir.
And played primarily as wide receiver?
I played corner and receiver.
Yes. As a high schooler?
As a high schooler.
What was your favorite side of the ball then, Mark?
Corner, because I played receiver and I didn't get the ball a lot. I did a lot of blocking.
Yeah, because they ran the ball, right?
We ran the ball.
You played for what coach at Haskell?
Greg Wilson.
Greg Wilson. Yeah, who's still around Haymaker Country. Now, from Haskell, take us on your journey.
Can I bring this up?
Yeah, sure.
He played for the state championship his senior year.
That's right.
Against a team that was coached by Rob Gilstrap.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So I had to bring that up.
Yeah.
Had to bring up a memory that Mark sometimes.
Not a good
I think
memory.
the old guy won that night.
Yeah, he did.
But, yeah, they had a great season. I remember it.
They certainly did. Now, from Haskell, take us on the journey. We don't have time to put it on the map here, but just walk through where all you've been before bringing full circle coming back to Muskogee.
So after Haskell, I actually went to go play college basketball at Seminole State.
Okay.
And then I got there and realized that, basketball's not in my heart. I want to play football. So I spoke to my mom, and she was okay with me playing football. And so I went to Northeastern State, where I actually started out as a cornerback.
Okay.
So I started out playing corner at Northeastern, and then I transitioned to receiver. And I spent 3 years playing there, and then after I graduated, I left and went to Pitt State.
That was before the portal.
The portal had just
started.
It had just got started.
And you finished out that last year there at Pittsburgh State. Then from the coaching circle, where have you been?
I started off at Catoosa. I was there for 2 years as the special teams coordinator and defensive backs coach and receivers coach, and then now I'm here.
All right, now he's proudly trading in his Haskell blue and the Catoosa flavor
Catoosa green,
where the Muskogee flavor of green, and I know that's brought a big smile to your face all season long, even though there's been some disappointing times. But Mark, you played as a cornerback, you went to college to be a corner, and moved over to wide receiver. How much have those playing experiences helped you to understand what's going through the minds and how you have to communicate with today's athletes?
Oh, it helps me tremendously. Knowing what a receiver wants to do can kind of help me. I try to teach my players, for example, alignment. The majority of the time, high school receivers are going to line up to where they want to go. So if they're lining up real inside, they got a close split to the line. The majority of the time, it's an out-breaking route. If they want to line up real wide, then I try to teach my corners that they're coming in. It's an in-breaking route. Just little hints like that I try to.
When you sit back and talk with your corners, how do you coach them to be ready to know and confidently know when they can break on the football and take the gamble for the pick or have to play protect?
I think it starts with the details, Coming out of their break, I try to teach my corners that don't look at the quarterback first. Find where the receiver's at before we get out of our break. And I say, if you got a good angle on the receiver and you can make a play on the ball when you transition from receiver to quarterback, then jump it. If not, make a play on the ball, just hit the ball down and secure the tackle.
Now, there's a little bit of difference, though, in you and your cornerbacks because you stood about a foot taller than your current day cornerbacks. How do you teach them to play tall?
I think it's a mindset. I think some guys just got to have that dog in them, That's something you can't teach,
Yeah, I was taught if they'll bite when they're a pup. So I think a lot of them, they either instinctively have that or they don't.
Yeah.
Okay, now, before we take a break here and get to our playing guest, I'm going to just ask you what's been your most memorable moment of wearing the Muskogee green so far?
Ooh, most memorable moment. Golly. Probably, honestly, Cruz. When he got that interception on Friday night, it kind of just put some joy in my heart because early on I wasn't sure where Cruz was going to be at in the lineup, and he's kind of worked his way up. He showed me that I could trust him, and he's been playing really good football from here on.
Now, guys, I get the benefit of sitting in the coaches' rooms on the weekend and throughout the week. I'll spend part of my time on the defensive side. I'll go over the offensive side. I'll listen to Mason until I can't understand his syllabus of all the different types of routes he's going to run or formations he's going to have. So I'll come back over the defensive side and just ask simple questions and get pretty much simple answers. You go make contact, you make the tackle. That's all there is to it. How tough a skin do you got to be to stay in that coach's room though? Because there's some veterans like we talked about Gilly, we talked about Coach Bryant, but then you got to put up with people like Macnack all the time too.
Yeah. Well, early on they were picking on me because they were saying the corners hadn't really made any plays, as far as interceptions. I think
so I'm sure you reminded them of that.
I let him know.
Right then.
Yeah, I let him know.
Coach, obviously that's chemistry between the coaches.
Yeah, we have great chemistry. We have a great coaching staff. If I had my two boys played for me, and if they were to come back play again, I'd be all for them playing for this coaching staff. They care about the players. They care about the game. They're good people, and they're the kind of people you want young people around.
Well, he's certainly a welcome addition to the Muskogee Rougher football coaching staff. Mark Whelan, defensive back coach for the Rougher, is our guest in this segment. We're going to take our next time out, and when we come back, hopefully my dinner will be here by that time, and then we'll get a chance for you to meet two players that are making plays for the Muskogee Roughers throughout the regular season and also coming up in the playoffs. We'll talk with the two guys wearing the green and white this Friday night when we come back to Runts Barbecue after this timeout on a Tuesday night Coach's Show.
There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com. There's never been a better time to find a great deal on a sedan, truck, or crossover at Nissan of Muskogee. Call 918-683-6605 or go to nissanofmuskogee.com.
The world of education is driven by numbers. So is the one company more schools and universities call on when fire or water damage strikes. 1-800-SERVPRO. The #1 choice in commercial cleanup and restoration.
When it matters most. The name to remember? ServPro of Muskogee. 918-913-4490. Online at servpro.com. Proudly serving the elderly of the Muskogee community, Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center is a skilled nursing facility empowering better living through long-term care as well as many other respite care options. And coming soon to Broadway, the Memory Care Unit. At Broadway Care Rehabilitation, the amazing therapy department can help you or your loved one get back on their feet. Contracted with most major insurances, follow them on Facebook and see many of the enriching activities offered to the residents. Broadway Care Rehabilitation Center, proud to support the Muskogee Roughers.
Have you been injured as the result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by the death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
Back at Runts Barbecue on this Tuesday night, Muskogee Refer Football Coaches Show. Bill Huddleston along with the head coach of the Muskogee Refers, Dale Condict. You know, a good indication of good food is by the smell. And I'm going to tell you, these onion rings, they smell really, really good, and you've just left them there to antagonize me.
Yeah, and there's enough of them here for a
All
family
four of us?
Yeah, at least four.
Let's talk about the two guys that you brought along with you here and how excited you are to see their progression so far in the 2025 campaign and what they meant to the football team, and then even for, a future still to go.
First I'll start down here with Jacinto, a senior corner and slot receiver for us. I still remember when I first got here, him. The first day we go out for practice, man, he jumped out there first. Like he was not going to wait for someone else to jump out there at corner. He jumped out there. A couple other guys you could tell it bothered them. They powdered around, but he's a competitor, and he works extremely hard. He's an intelligent player and a spiritual player that has a lot of leadership qualities that have helped us along the way. And he's been on the field a lot for us.
And then right beside you?
Then next guy over, Cole McQueen, and Cole's a linebacker through and through. He's got that mentality. He's
just got the square chin and everything.
He's got the look. He's a put together guy that he likes. He's a little bit like myself, likes the physical part of football. He likes to tackle people and hit people, and he's been thrust in there a lot. He's started a lot of games that the two seniors have had different reasons for being out, injuries and things, and he's filled right in. And I'll tell you, I won't say that he's surprised me, but he's played very well, and we haven't missed a beat. When he's in there, he keeps us going right along at inside linebacker.
I'm going to jump all the way down to the end of the table, Jacinto. Kind of pull that sweatshirt on you got out. Obviously, you're in playoff mode, am I right? I mean,
yes,
it
sir.
says we're coming for the gold, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how many memories does that sweatshirt bring for you?
It brings back a lot because it was my favorite moment of high school. As of now, it was a very big moment and a lot going on at the same time because it was back and forth. But for us to come out with that victory, it was very heartwarming.
2023 season was gold. Last year was silver. This is your senior year. How much has those contrasting experiences driven you to be a better player here in this final go-round?
For my first 2 years I've been here, we've had a lot of success, and my goal is to finish it off with that success, to come out and either get a gold ball or silver ball. Either way, I'll be happy with where we come out, but the goal is just to make it a state of them now.
Absolutely. One step, one game at a time. Now, Cole McQueen, you had to kind of sit in the wings because of some collisions that you've had from time to time and had to kind of wait your time to be able to get out there and compete. But talk to me about your love of playing linebacker.
Well, I love it. It's like the quarterback of the defense. You go out there, you play like it's your last game, get to have fun, go around, hit people.
Now, when you're in that linebacker position, talk to me about your responsibilities, the things that you're assessing as you're standing behind the defensive front, knowing that you've got to go find the football or not get sucked up into the gap and get beat over the top.
Well, it goes week by week, so it just depends on who we're playing and what gap I have, what assignment I have, what my keys are, if I'm reading guards, sniffer, or the running back.
Okay, now let's talk about favorite players.
Favorite players.
Your favorite player, college or pro, who's the guy that you like to watch?
I like Whit Weeks, LSU.
Okay.
Danny Stutzman. I like those college guys.
Any particular reason why those stand out to you?
Man, they're just dogs. They go out there, have some fun.
They enjoy making contact, don't they?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you kind of had a moment or two of excitement this year. I mean, you were in the right spot here just a couple of weeks ago, and all of a sudden we saw 28 going for 6.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the linebacker's dream, right?
Exactly. What was that moment like?
Well, I saw the ball, and I thought my teammate was going to get it. It was right in front of me. but he didn't, so I scooped it up. Touchdown.
Was you the one that tipped? You tipped it. He kind of tipped it out
to yourself.
himself.
Right?
It was kind of cool. Yeah,
it was kind of
pretty
cool.
impressive.
Makes me look athletic.
Well, hey.
Are you saying you're not?
No. He's not going to admit that, certainly here on the show. Cinto, how about you? What's been your highlight moment of playing rougher football?
Probably Ponca City. It wasn't really my play, but for us to come out first play of the game on kickoff return and take it to the house, it was very it set the energy and got us going. So for us, even me to be a part of that and to make that play happen, it felt great.
Coach, I know you were. Go ahead.
That Jacinto plays, we play him on all of our special teams too. And the thing that I always say about special teams players, when I'm talking to Coach Pirtle, I was like, just put guys out there that I can trust, because it's a part of the game that if you neglect it or you take plays off, if you have guys that'll kind of take a breather or take a play off, they'll get you beat.
So stay in your lane, don't get all the way down the field.
Yeah, he's a trustworthy player for sure.
All right, now I want to ask you a couple of other questions about your teammates. You're talking about physicality. Who's the most physical person on the football team, offensive or defensive? Go ahead.
Probably Coda.
Okay.
Or Kyron Cope.
Okay. If those two battering rams won't go head-to-head, what kind of collision is that going to be?
A big one.
A big, loud one, right?
A couple rams.
Yeah. Exactly. Central, how about you? Who's that one rougher in the locker room that can rev your motor up to a higher level and make you want to achieve even higher things?
I'd have to say the captains right now, the people that have seen more ups and downs than anybody, because experience is a big key of high school football. So probably Coda or Caden Harkin, because just to hear them, even in the hard moments and whenever it's tough, for them to keep the team going and keep the energy up, it's great,
Absolutely, and that's, just each other fighting for each other, making things happen. Now, guys, before we started the show, I asked you to think about your favorite subject, your favorite class at school. I know you're going to say football or, in Cole's case, weightlifting, but we're going to move it on past those two parts and go into the academic side. We'll start down there with Jacinto. What's that favorite subject matter for you? Because I do know you kind of like the academic achievement.
Yeah, I'd say either psychology or French, but I really choose French because it's very different,
So you can speak a foreign language?
Yeah, a little bit. I learned a lot of it, but I don't really study
it that much. You ever speak any of it out on the football field of the guy you're defending?
Oh, no, not at all.
That's another type of trash talk, right?
Yeah.
Ecatabian. Huh? Ecatabian. I took French. That's the first thing I learned and the last thing I remember.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
That's something.
Parlez-vous français?
French fries. French sticks.
Yeah, French sticks, French fries. That would have been Coach Whedon's answer.
Yeah.
Now, all right, let's get back to Cole McQueen. What's the favorite classroom subject for you?
AP language.
Okay, now you're going to have. I know that's a challenging course.
Tough class.
What is it that makes it so much rewarding for the guy who wears jersey number 28?
Well, it's a fun class, but it's also a challenging class. But I take it so it can prepare me for those challenges later on in life.
AP language, is that something you can also talk to somebody on the opposing offensive side when you make one of those hard hits and they're down on the ground? You can just kind of look over and say, "Hi, my name's Cole McQueen."
Well, if I hit them hard enough, they probably don't want to listen to me.
All right. And then we got to also say we have a big crowd watching online tonight. We got a special group following this particular group watching that at Muskogee Golf Club on our live stream broadcast. So we're glad to have all those guys out there that follow. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Cole, you correct me. Friday night at the club, the big screen's on, home or away, and they're watching rougher football. Right?
Yes, sir, they are.
That's good.
And it is nice to know that. But it's nice to have guys like this that are dedicated to the success of rougher football and dedicated to the success in their individual lives.
No doubt about it. And, lucky to have these guys and look forward to seeing how the rest of the year plays out for them as well as our team.
Jacinto Miller and Cole McQueen, our guest here tonight from Runts Barbecue. We're going to take our final time out, and on the opposite side of the break, Coach Condict and myself will talk about the 6A2 football playoff picture and how that relates to the Muskogee Roughers and the Knights of Northwest Class. And that when we come back to Runts Barbecue in Muskogee.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
This land was a tapestry of Indian nations and tiny towns that grew into great cities. Bank First is loyal to the shared mission of growth and success that built Oklahoma. That's why in more than 50 communities statewide, our banks are run by local leaders who stick together and work hard to continue unlocking Oklahoma's great promise. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
A super time to buy September savings at J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. Buy a new Silverado 1500, take $10,000 off MSRP. Shop over 60 used from $16,965. September savings top the list. Don't overpay. Come see Jay. New Silverado, 10 grand off. Over 60 used from $16,965. At J. Hodge Chevrolet in Muskogee. 144 West Shawnee.
Ugh, my brother and sister left me again. They went back to school. Can you believe that? But don't worry, they still call me every morning, thanks to their brand new phones from Bravado Wireless. My sister even dropped hers in the pool, but Bravado's trade-in help has her covered. And my brother, he's flexing with the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. Like, how cool is that? Mom and Dad got deals too. Bravado's unlimited plan saved the whole family money.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905. Serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
Welcome back to Runts Barbecue on this Tuesday night, November 11th. It's a day that is special for a lot of different reasons, and for me, Dale Condict, as the oldest child of a Korean conflict veteran who won the Purple Heart because of his injuries in that warfare. Veterans Day means a whole lot to me because my dad was my hero, not just because he was my dad, but because of his Army experiences and the way he taught me to have appreciation for God first and country.
Yeah, and a lot. The World War II veterans there's not many left. My grandfather fought in World War II, Battle of the Bulge. I know my wife's grandfather fought in World War II, Normandy. So huge experiences there that makes our generation and yours take a lot of things more, and not to take anything for granted.
Certainly does, and that's why Russell Pratt here at Runts Barbecue and his team have created a Veterans Day special for it. And
they came out for it. I mean,
they have turned out.
This place is packed.
Absolutely, it's a great place to celebrate Veterans Day, and it's certainly a reward that we need to honor each and every year, in not just today, but in the many years to come. Let's talk about now the big game coming up Friday night, because it is a winner-take-all situation, the opening round of the 6A2 football playoffs against the Knights at Northwest Classen. I said earlier, this is the first time since 1968 that Northwest Classen has been in the postseason playoff picture. But they didn't know until the game was over last Friday night between Lawton Eisenhower and U.S. Grant who was going to get in, because as it ended up in the Western Division of 6A to a three-way tie for that sixth spot.
Yeah, that district at the top and the bottom got crazy. Really, I guess all 8 teams were with a chance of making the playoffs, and then the top 4 could have happened a lot of different ways. The bottom 3 could have happened 3 different ways, and they end up in.
Stillwater wins the title. Putnam City finishes second because they beat Piedmont last week, and because of that victory, that allowed Choctaw to jump into the 3 spot, and then
Piedmont is up 4.
Piedmont 4, Southmore was 5, and then we had that 3-way logjam for 6th place, and the tiebreaker is head-to-head. Well, they all three beat each other, and then you had Northwest get the advantage into the postseason because of the plus-minus points.
Yeah, I tell you, this 6A2, I think this year is, man, there's a lot of teams that probably right now feel like they got a shot at the whole thing. And it's just going to be who plays the best here, who gets on that special run the next month. Because, I've seen them all on film at different times throughout the season. I think they all have their strengths, and we've seen kind of a round robin of people beating each other. A team like Sand Springs, obviously they're in the hunt, and Sapulpa, and then you go to us three teams, and then you go to the west side, and I think any of those top four are probably teams that feel like they got a legitimate shot. I mean, Piedmont, they're at 6 points, 7 points away from being district champions and end up fourth. So, it's going to be interesting.
But as I know, you've talked with your players, and you remind yourself that records don't mean anything this time of year because now everybody is 0-0.
Yeah, and it's that, and there's different teams that are going to have this ability to take their game up another level. They have it within the tank to kind of rise up and play at a different level because of their abilities, and those are the teams that are going to succeed and move on. And the ones that can't quite get there, I've coached.
Or go in maybe looking past.
I remember my dad telling me I was at Comanche, and man, we were just coaching so hard the first few years, and we're trying to win a playoff game. We're making the playoffs, and we're getting better, and then we'd draw a pretty good team first round and just couldn't quite get over the hump. And he said, well, the difference is you're giving everything you got in the tank all year just to get in. And then there's nothing left to go up a notch. He said, I got to Wagner, and we had more in the tank. We could take it up a notch. And I know Muskogee's that place too.
But you also have to be expecting Northwest Classen to come in realizing that at 1-9 on the season, they're not going to draw too much of attention from people all across the state. But that's the type of team that on any given night, and you don't come in fully locked in, can create challenges.
Yeah, you'll hear every year. You seem like you'll hear some upset. You're like, how in the world did that happen? I think as long as we'll come out with good, really good energy and good mindset, then we're going to be just fine. We just can't come out flat and throw the ball to the other team, fumble the ball on the ground, give up big plays, and let them in it early. If you let them in it early, then all of a sudden
the drums
you give anybody
all the mojo
and
goes their way.
They can get real excited. So, we need to go out early and hit the gas pedal and never let up.
Let's talk a little bit about maybe just some insight on what you have seen with Northwest Knights as they come into town. That we wearing the purple and gold. That goal number, that goal letter, that's pretty. Can kind of be eye-opening.
Well, and I think more than anything for them right now is just the excitement of being in the playoffs. We all have different goals.
Right.
Obviously, our goal was not just to make the playoffs, but theirs probably was. And now to be here, it's going to be as excited as that group of kids and coaches have been in a long, long time, just to have the opportunity to go play a playoff game. So, that's probably the thing that, if there was a concern, just to make sure that we bring energy too.
So what is the direction that you give to your team? What is the direction that you give to your players as they prepare to walk on the field Friday?
Well, I think if you think you have any hope of winning a state championship and making that kind of run, then the team that we saw last Friday night will only look better this week. They'll continue to look like, they're starting to kind of, because for the first time the other night, I started feeling a little more like, okay, now we're starting to see some things here come together.
On both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball. So, we'll see more of that, and it'll look impressive, and we'll have great momentum going into that second round game because you're going to need it. And from there on, it's, the ones that'll be left after this week, there's only 8 left, and they're all going to be good teams.
Well, it's going to be an exciting trip through the 2025 6A2 football playoffs, and for the Muskogee Ruffers, that starts on Friday night at Ruffer Village. I can tell you can go online, order your tickets in advance, pay for those online, OSSAA.com and GoFan.com. Save a I think $2 per ticket. Otherwise, at the gate, it's going to be $10 to get in. But we're expecting a big crowd on Friday night. We hope that you'll be there in person. If you can't, join us here on Rufford TV, as well as our radio partner, Okie Country, KTFX. Dale Condict, Mark Whelan. We didn't give a chance to have him tell us a little bit about the really important people in his life, because he's got to go home. So.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to give a shout-out to my wife, Reagan, and my daughter, Ruby. I know they're at home watching.
Ruby's
this,
a star.
So.
If you haven't met Ruby, she's a star.
She gets Daddy's attention as soon as he walks in the door.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Well, hey, we're glad that you took that time out for Mom and Ruby, because I know you got to go home, and you certainly wouldn't want to get there and the door be locked.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
Hey, you got the
Sherry.
same thing. Yeah, I was going to say, wait a minute, Coach. Hey, Karen, we'll see you here in a few minutes. But, hey, it's been fun, as always, at Runts Barbecue on Veterans Day celebration night to have Mark Whelan and our two playmakers for the Muskogee Ruffers, Jacinto Miller and Cole McQueen. For head coach Dale Condict, I'm Bill Huddleston saying so long. We hope to see you here next Tuesday night with another edition of the Ruffer Football Coaches Show. And remember, as always, it's a great day to be a Ruffer.